Hey guys, thank you for joining me at my channel. It's time for another round of Midnight Tarot. I hope you guys are having a good night. I had the scare of my life tonight. Maybe not of my life, but it's still pretty freaking scary. I came home and there was a snake right across the walkway to my front door. A little bitty guy, long though, but like about the width of a pencil. Bright red with white rings and with black between each of the white rings, and scared the shit out of me. So here in Florida we have it could have been either a coral snake or a milk snake, and they look very, very similar, especially when they're babies. And I'm like, oh my god, pretty sure it was a milk snake. But it was still like super scary because Florida's, we have a fair amount of poisonous snakes. We don't have as many as like Australia, but they're pretty, the ones that we do have that are venomous are pretty fucking venomous. So I wasn't, especially like baby venomous snakes, like they can't regulate their poison as well. So like you really don't want to get bit by a baby venomous snake, other than possibly being a murder rope. He was quite adorable. I didn't get any pictures though. He was too fast for me. But yeah, scared the shit out of me. Anyways, hopefully you guys had a lot more relaxing evening. Oh shit, there we go. Right out the bat, nine of vials. So yeah, you guys got to chill and hang out, huh? And just kind of do some celebrating, really, in that happy, all your emotional cups being full, to the point where you can actually be like generous and sharing, and maybe even invite a couple of friends over. So let's see, do we have any other messages from the universe today? Whoop. Thank you. Do we have any messages for my divine Instagram family and YouTube? I might decide to put this video up on YouTube. For some reason, they tend to load a little bit faster on Instagram, but if this video gets to be long, then it's definitely gonna have to go on the YouTube. Instagram doesn't like my longer videos. All right, let's see what this one was. 9 of vials and 8 of zent. Okay, so the zent in this deck, this is the neon moon, that is pentacles. I think it's German for like coin. If somebody can clarify that one for me. But so 9 of vials and the 8 of zent, so you're like in a really good place, maybe like with your work or studying or something, but it's, you know, you're around good friends or family, and it's just really satisfying you. Like it's definitely something that feeds your soul. However, I mean, there's gonna be like some hard work, there's gonna be some apprenticeship, there's gonna be, I don't want to say drudgery, but you know, there's gonna be a fair amount of that, like keep your head down and work, you know. It's going to be busy and you're going to get a lot of stuff done, but I feel like this is going to be a prosperous time for you, which is good. It's spring leading into summer, so it's a good time for prosperity. All right, universe, do we have any more cards to go along with this message? That's a good sign to have, because we've had so many lately that were like towers and reverse towers and transitions and leaving, you know, old behind and cutting people out and toxic relationships and stuff. So it's nice to have, if you've been following my tarot readings on Instagram lately, you know, there's been a lot of that. So it's nice to have like a cut where we can just like really settle into our work, into our projects, now that we got a lot of those distractions out, and just like really enjoy, you know, what we've got in front of us. right, the Strength card. So that is strength, that is courage, that is, it's bold, but it's not cavalier. You know, it's not like an in-your-face, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of strength. Like, it's like that cool, calm, and collected, very Clint Eastwood. It's the thing that's popping into my head. You know, how he never really had to raise his voice. He could just walk into the room and you knew that he was not really one to be messed with. But also, you know, you could see like he was kind of like a cool like person to be around or whatever. And so that's a lot of the strength. So she's like managing that power, that fierceness, and people know it and they don't want to see the claws. They don't want to see the claws. They know the claws are there. They don't want to see them. And so that helps things go by a lot more smoothly. The Three of Wires in reverse. With that one, so it's not moving forward just yet. We're kind of still hanging out like in this beginning, well, maybe not beginning for some of you, but just this kind of like plateau where we're at, because like I said, like over these past like couple of weeks, a lot of us have had to cut out so much like garbage, be it like people or situations or whatever, so we can get back to focusing on our project. And we've got that confidence now that was being undermined and undercut by some of these toxic people. So now we've got the Three of Wires in reverse. So we're not taking those steps yet. Maybe we still need to do some more calculations. Maybe we're still trying to like feel things out. Definitely like the situation's still good, but we're not there yet. We're not walking through that gateway for whatever reason. There's some hesitation there. All right, universe, what else can we do? What other messages do we have concerning this? Sometimes we get like that, like when we've been burned, you know, once bitten, twice shy. Like it can be good to kind of take that moment and just step back before we really go full steam into the next level of something. Let's just try not to like hesitate for so long that we miss opportunities that are being given to us. Lovers, okay. Four of Vials. So lovers, this could actually be, I love that card. That could actually be, I mean, it definitely has to do with relationships. It could potentially be romantic relationships. Could be work relationships or what have you. With it being in the upright, I see it being a positive. It's definitely about like finding that balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. But I feel like that like we've kind of found that balance here. However, that may be kind of explaining why we've got this Three of Wires in reverse, because something is having us like pause for reasons maybe we didn't even understand, like why we were pausing and kind of taking a step back. But your instinct was right on that, because this Lovers card is also something that's like presenting us with choices. And the card that popped right out after that was actually the Four of Vials. So that's another one of looking at your options and your choices and just kind of meditating over that. Not getting lost in fantasy over it, and let's try not to wait so long. Like, I love how, like, in this deck the vials or the cups are actually little soda cans. I always think like an energy drink or something. Let's not wait so long that they get stale or miss out on one that the universe is like handing us. But I feel like the reason we've kind of like drawn back and not going through this situation here like all the way is because this with this Lover's card popping up in the Four of Cups. So we're taking stock in everything we have and like what our goals are. And I think my deck is like, so I've shuffled it so many times already that like half the cards are facing one way and half are facing the other. But that's all right. I'm trying to get too judgmental. I think that sometimes like you just gotta let the universe work like in its own little ways. And the cards that pop out are meant to pop out, and the cards that keep coming up are meant to come up. And if we overthink it, then we're not allowing for synchronicities. We're not allowing for our intuition. We're not allowing for that randomness. That's how the universe is able to like kind of come in and work things, is through that chaos. All right, get back in there. So sometimes you just gotta let the chaos be. Agent of Wires. Holy cow, guys. All right, so the Agent of Wires is like a stuck energy around this. Like, we're looking at some of our options. Like, even though like things are really good right now, we've been presented with some other options, and they look great, but I'm feeling like this stuck energy right now with the Agent of Wires. I love like the agents all have motorcycles in this deck. Really fucking cool. The Agent of Wires. I want to look in their little book because the guy who wrote this book did quotes as if this were like a comic book, because like he did like, I guess the guy who made this deck did like graphic novels beforehand. So I don't feel like this is cheating looking in the book, because his book is actually really awesome. The definitions are like your standard Rider Waite, but I love how he did. Yeah, so it's a lot of delays, but let me read like what he wrote. Don't need to know the why of it to know that that something needs to be done. That's where I come in. I'm the doer. I take care of the things while you all stand around discussing the fine details. However, with it being in that reverse position, it's a lot of like stuck energy, like it's not coming through. Like this thing that was like promised, that was promised, it's not coming through. It's not happening. There's delay after delay after delay, and it's kind of made it so that way maybe you're not wanting to walk through that door anymore. Oh shit. Okay, Two of Arms kind of came out. I don't know if that was an accident or not, so we're gonna put it back in the deck. If it pops back out again, then I will for sure know that that was meant to be. Sometimes things like that happen with these jumper cards, and if I'm not sure, you'd be surprised how many times like it does come right back out again. Sorry, so we've got some delays around this opportunity that's coming towards us. I wonder what's going on with that. So the Agent of Wires, that Wires is a very fire energy, so this could be maybe like losing passion. Someone's losing passion. Maybe someone that's involved in your project is like kind of lost the passion for it. Maybe you're losing passion. Maybe this is a person that is supposed to come bring you this opportunity. And they've been stuck in some delays. So let's see if we can get some more. Two of Wires. Okay, planning. So there's definitely still some planning here. The Two of Wires. It's gathering the resources. So whatever's going on with this, why we have this stuck energy, why you haven't been gifted this, like you're patiently waiting. You've got these other opportunities in front of you, and they're okay. They're not bad. They're okay. But you kind of like know intuitively that there's something else coming up, but it's like on the brink of horizon and it's not shown up yet. And with this Two of Wires, we see that it's still a matter of gathering our resources. Of the planning has not, maybe kind of got like a false start there. The planning is not complete. Or maybe there was some rerouting there. Maybe there was some roadblocks and we had to do some rerouting. Oh, shit. Two of Wires. Did I not say that this would come out again? Did I not fucking say that would come out again? Two of Arms. That card is about options. That card is about using your logic. But it's taking time to gather up more information. So that's what we're doing a lot of right now. You may be having a delay in your project, and that is putting you in a situation I'm starting to feel this is more and more of a love thing. So there's a delay in this person coming forward. This could be like a work situation, but because the cups can also, or like a creative endeavor that you're involved in, because the fact that the cups can represent like intuition, romance, opportunities and creativity opportunities in that nature. But with the stuckness, the Lover's card and everything, like I'm kind of starting to get like, this is a relationship type vibe, be it a actual romantic relationship or a work one. But the thing that they're offering you hasn't come yet. They haven't come through yet the way that they said that they were going to come through. And it's kind of left you like stuck, you know, back to that like stuck energy there. There's been some delays, some rerouting. And so it could be you are the one that's having to like gather your resources now and maybe make a new plan, and also kind of like takes like some time back and look at things logically to figure out like where that barricade came from. Or it could be them, for whatever reason, like something is blocking them and they're having to reroute themselves and you know, regather their, because of the rerouting, they're having to go through that process of gathering their resources, setting a plan, mapping things out, and taking that time to really kind of like make some decisions about, you know, maybe it's a should I stay or should I go situation, and they're not 100% sure like if they're gonna be able to go. Maybe okay, I see you. We've got some positivity there. Okay, so if this is you that is experiencing the blockage, I got the Magician card, and the Magician is a fucking great card. Talk about like gathering your resources and really like putting things to action. So the Magician is very much to that masculinity, and that it's very like making things happen. You know, it's very forward. It's very has, to me, it has almost similar vibes as like the Chariot card. The Magician knows how to use the tools at his disposal to like really make things happen. The Magician can make something out of practically nothing. You know, like you can give the Magician just like the bare minimum of tools and things like a MacGyver of sorts, you know, like you could give this person like household items and they can really you know, make magic happen. You know, do you remember that show, The MacGyver? I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but how he could like you know, pick a lock with a fucking toothpick and a piece of gum, or make a bomb out of like a potato and some hairspray and a cotton ball. Like, that's the fucking Magician. Like, the Magician has a lot of knowledge and is able to utilize that in ways that most people don't. They've got a lot of creativity, but it's a lot of that fire energy as well, because they are able to use that. They're masters of their own universe, masters of their own mind, and so they're making shit happen. And Temperance. If I ever had a stalker card in my entire life, it's the fucking Temperance. So either the person that you're waiting on, part of the reason why you're still waiting, maybe they got barricaded, maybe they got something's happened where they had to get rerouted, and so they're accumulating those resources and creating a new plan. Or it's for you to gather those resources and create a new plan and use that, you know, MacGyver-like ingenuity to, you know, literally make the magic happen. And then I got the Temperance card right next to it. So Temperance is a lot about like filling your emotional wells and having balance and using intuition and guidance and blah 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 blah. But really, like, for me, let me get a sip of my water. Really, like, for me, Temperance, and especially with this lineup that I'm seeing right here, Temperance could best, like, in my mind, be like the sword in a blacksmith. It's, you know, this hunk of metal that's like shoved in the fire until it's hot, and then beaten against the anvil and shoved back in the fire and pulled out and beaten some more and sharpened and shaped and everything. And oftentimes life is like that. Like, we go through the school of hard knocks, and it shapens us and it hardens us in a good way, so we can become like this really great tool or weapon that we can like step into the world with. So like, think of that like as all the knowledge that you've gotten from the school of hard knocks, and that's another thing that's giving this Magician the know-how to move ahead. This barrier, this barricade isn't gonna last long. It's yeah, no, it's not gonna stand in your way for much longer. Sorry, got thirsty. All right. Can I do these backwards? Whatever. It's all the same. It's all the same. They're jumper cards. They're going to jump out whichever way they want. Like that. Like that. Awesome. Okay. 3 of Vials. Upright. Yeah. You guys are going to have a great time. Whenever this workaround happens, you guys are going to have a great time. I see, like, with the Temperance next to the 3 of Vials, that could even indicate some some alcohol. There's going to be a little celebration there. The Three of Vials. You're in your element. You know, that's like emotional harmony. That's a gathering, a small gathering of friends. Not like a major party, but like a small gathering of people who really mean a lot to each other. And get together. So yeah, so I think that's going to be great. So whatever it is like that you're waiting on right now, be it a person, be it a message of like intuition or creativity, like I almost feel like some sort of package for some of you guys. Like you might actually be waiting for an object that somebody has like mailed you. And it might actually be stuck in the mail. But never fear. It's gonna come through and it's gonna happen. This person is doing a lot of crap, like not even behind the scenes, like because the high priestess is the high priestess and the magician are the same. I don't know why like they have different names like that. But the high priestess and the magician are the same, just one's male and one's female. And so this person is like making moves to work around the thing that's like blockading them. But they're not even like trying to do it like in secret because they're just so like, we got to get this shit done, that they're making moves like happen. Whereas like if that were a high priestess, that would be more like in the background kind of thing. Yeah. So, and if this is you, like if there is a block or a barricade or something in your way from attaining this, this gift that the universe is trying to give you, fear not. There may be some information that you're lacking. You may need to make a new plan, make a new roadmap. And then once you have all that, once you have that ahead of, you know, like gathered, and you can really make a good strategy there, it's fucking go time, you know, enact that shit. Use, you know, that school of hard knocks. Another thing about the Temperance is, I feel that Temperance can often be like a guardian angel or some sort of like a divine blessing. There's definitely some like divinity happening, like the universe is helping work past this situation here, and it's gonna be fucking good. You guys are gonna have a great time whenever this comes through. So if this is you who's having the stuckness, you know, like I said, gather your resources, gather your information, plan a new map, reroute, and make shit happen. And you've got some like guardian angels that are going to help you and make sure it happens. If you're the one that's like waiting on someone or expecting something that's supposed to be showing up and it hasn't shown up yet, like don't even worry about it. Like do not even worry about it. Like it's going to get here. That person's going to get here. That package is going to get here. It just kind of had to take like a roundabout. But once it gets past that barricade, it's going to be right there on your fucking doorstep. And you better be ready to have a great, great time. I don't feel like that this one really like warrants oracles today. I think we were able to get all of this in here. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me for the Midnight Tarot. I know this video was a little bit longer than expected. The message was a little bit more in depth, but it came out to be a really good one. There you guys. Thank you for being a part of my tarot journey. Let's see. I have some appointments for next Monday available. $30 for 30 minutes. I can do a tarot reading very similar to what we did here. We can do FaceTime over Instagram, Zoom. If you have an iPhone, we can do FaceTime over the iPhone. Yeah. hit me up, you guys. I have PayPal, Cash App, all of those things. You know, just gold coins. I do accept gold coins. No firstborn, no children, no goats. I'd actually probably accept a goat before I took your firstborn. You can keep those. Yeah, no. But anyways, guys, I love you and thank you for joining me, and blessings.